Procrastination makes easy things hard and hard things harder. If at first you don't succeed, remove all evidence you ever tried. The way is to man as rivers and lakes are to fish, the natural condition of life. Believe those who are seeking the truth, doubt those who find it. I live in my own little world, but it's okay, they know me here. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. In making tactical dispositions, the highest pitch you can attain is to conceal them. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. The more powerful the class, the more it claims not to exist. You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you. No one is useless in this world who lightens the burdens of others. Only knowledge can turn life's unbearableness into a weapon. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. The essence of being human is that one does not seek perfection. Instinct is a makeshift, an admission of helplessness before the problem of reality. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. Life happens, shit happens, and it happens a lot, to a lot of people. If you make a mistake and do not correct it, this is called a mistake. Consideration for others is the basis of a good life, a good society. Between living and dreaming, there is a third thing. Guess it. Everybody stay positive, no matter how negative life gets. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. Your own positive future begins in this moment. All you have is right now. Every goal is possible from here. And if my heart be scarred and burned, the safer I for all I learned. The enlightened ruler is heedful, and the good general full of caution. Deal with your past so that it won't affect your future. People say that life is the thing, but I prefer reading. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. You can't blame gravity for falling in love. Dream your own dreams. Achieve your own goals. Your journey is your own and unique. Life is like an onion. You peel it off one layer at a time, and sometimes you weep. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. A wise general makes a point of foraging of the enemy. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. Victory comes from finding opportunities and problems. You don't put your life into your books, you find it there. There is no place where espionage is not possible. Don't let the fear of losing them keep you from loving them. Follow your heart. Listen to your inner voice. Stop caring about what others think. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. There is no progress or accomplishment without sacrifice. The world is already full of critics. To stand out, be an encourager. Look for the good in every person and every situation. You'll almost always find it. A man should look for what is and not for what he thinks should be. Feel your emotions. Live true your passions. Keep still your mind. Keep your dreams. You never know when you might need them. What is of the greatest importance in war is extraordinary speed. One cannot afford to neglect opportunity. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. My destination is no longer a place, rather a new way of seeing. Challenges in life can either enrich you or poison you. You are the one who decides. If you only shine light on your flaws, all your perfects will dim. Half of seeming clever is keeping your mouth shut at the right times. There is no such thing as a great talent without great willpower. In the end, the world always wins. That's just the way of things. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Try not to become a man of success, but rather try to become a man of value. You have two choices: evolve or repeat. We are good to others only because we think that that is or will be good for us. When the going gets weird, the weird turn professional. Do good, live in the most positive and joyful way possible every day. I never fail. It's just that the people around me succeed more than I. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. The difficult problems in life always start off being simple. Great affairs always start off being small. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. If I had to live my life over, I'd live over a saloon. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. Truth is what stands the test of experience. Be willing to leave the ground behind if you want to fly. The mind is its own place, and in itself can make a heaven of hell, a hell of heaven. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. Stop trying to create a new you around the same old people. If it keeps you happy, keep it quiet. It's such a shame to waste time. We always think we have so much of it. To realize that you do not understand is a virtue. Not to realize that you do not understand is a defect. I should have based my judgment upon deeds and not words. It was easier to ask for forgiveness than it was to get permission. Nothing truly valuable arises from ambition or from a mere sense of duty. It stems rather from love and devotion towards men and towards objective things. To be wealthy and honored in an unjust society is a disgrace. He who wishes to fight must first count the cost. Beware of the small things. A small leak can sink a great ship. You will do foolish things, but do them with enthusiasm. As long as you can use your hands, the world is your oyster. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. He who knows all the answers has not been asked all the questions. If your actions don't live up to your words, you have nothing to say. Time cannot put anything in your hands until you let go of the time. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. I'm always doing that which I cannot do in order that I may learn how to do it. I very rarely think in words at all. A thought comes, and I may try to express it in words afterwards. Never get bitter. Life is a medley of good and bad ingredients. The sidelines may be safer, but life is played on the field. Time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. Only dead fish go with the flow. It takes more effort to avoid the truth than it does to face it. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. To a mind that is still the whole universe surrenders. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent.